Let me walk you through a real estate ads case study from Dallas Fort Worth market, one of the most competitive market for real estate in the US. And this isn't a case study about cheap leads. It's about building a scalable intent filtering system so that agents stop wasting time and start working with people who are actually ready to transact. Here is the thing most people don't want to admit. Traffic isn't hard in real estate anymore. Clicks aren't hard. Even form submission aren't hard anymore. What's hard is figuring out who is actually serious. Most agents see the same pattern over and over again. Lots of inquiries, very few real appointments, agents chasing people who ghost, and no predictable pipeline. And this is where people get confused. They think low CPL means success. But low CPL doesn't mean high intent, and most funnels are built to collect forms, not to test readiness. So instead of trying to fix this with a better copy or more education, we stepped back and made a different decision. We intentionally simplified everything. No long landing pages, no guides, no explaining the market. Not because these things doesn't work, but because they attract wrong people. Every step in this funnel was built to answer one question. Is this person actually ready to move forward? If the answer was no, they filtered themselves out. Let me show you what the flow actually looks like. So first, meta ads. Nothing fancy here, just ads written to attract people who are already thinking of buying or selling. So they landed on a survey style page, not a sales page. No persuasion, just questions. If they were serious, they book a call immediately, and if they weren't, they went into follow-up automation. And agents only got involved after the intent was clear. That's the key difference. So this part usually makes people uncomfortable because landing page barely explains anything, and that was intentional. These pages weren't meant to convince someone. It was there to test the commitment. No feature dumping, no credentials, no emotional copy, because education attracts researchers and qualification attracts decision makers. If someone won't even answer a few questions, they are just not ready yet. Now let's talk about performance. Over about 8 months, we spent roughly $14,000 to $15,000. That produced around 15,000 qualified submissions at just under $10 per submission, and reach was close to around 90,000. But the most important part isn't the CPL. It's that performance stayed stable as the spend increased. That tells you that it wasn't a lucky test, it was a system. Over the same 8 month period, this funnel produced about 132 sales qualified appointments, plus some inbound calls from people who skipped the booking and just call directly. And over time, this system contributed to around 18 closed transactions. And that's not 18 deals from ads. Closing depends on a lot of things: agent follow-up, pricing, inventory, negotiation. So what this system controlled was filtering intent and creating real opportunities. And here is what changed operationally. Agents weren't chasing every lead. High intent people booked themselves. Everyone else was nurtured automatically. Agents spoke only to those who shows clear buying and selling signals, and site visit happened after qualification and not before. So time stopped being wasted. And when you zoom out, this worked for pretty simple reasons. Intent-based information, simple system scales better than complicated ones. Filters outperform persuasion, and weak funnels fall apart as soon as you spend more money. This one didn't. So the real takeaway here isn't numbers. It's this: simple funnels don't fail because they are simple. They fail because they are lazy. When a simple funnel is intentional, it works. And this isn't a guarantee. It's just an example of disciplined execution in a competitive market. If you found this useful, here is what I will recommend. If you just want to learn more, like how we structure ads, how we qualify leads, and how this actually works behind the scenes, join the Facebook group. The link is in the description. And if you are at a point where you want help building something like this for your real estate business, book a call with us with the link in the description. We will take a look at your market, your goals, and tell you honestly whether this would work for you or not. And if this video helped, let me know in the comments.